Do you want to build wealth from scratch? Say you have no cash to get started. Then you want to use my arbitrage, which will allow you to create cash now as well as cash later. Let me show you how it works. This is a deal that one of my students, Kurt, did. I actually showed this at one of my 4-day academies, and when he left there, he just made up his mind that he was going to do this deal. And so he found this woman that was moving to Europe, and she was getting rid of all her properties. So she sold one of these properties, and she carried back a note for $71,000, and it had 180 payments that were due on it. And so she sold the entire note, $71,000 worth, to Kurt for only $46,000. He got it under contract to buy from her for $46,000. So he's all excited, and he calls me up and he says, Donna, he says, do you have an investor? He says, I've got this under contract. So I called one of my institutional buyers, and I tell them the whole scenario, and they loved the deal, but they said, look, we don't want to buy the whole thing because, if there's no seasoning, there's no pay history. They haven't even started making payments left. And I said, okay, well, what would you buy? And they said, well, we'll buy the first 100 of the 180 payments. I said, okay, what would you give me for that? And they said they would give me $50,000 for the first 100 payments. Okay, now do you see what just happened there? He has this under contract that he can buy the entire note, all 180 payments, for $46,000. And now I just got it under contract to sell only the first 100 payments for $50,000. That means that Kurt is going to make $4,000 now, plus he's going to make the 80 payments on the tail end. Do you see that? After the institution collects the first 100 payments, what happens then? The 80 leftover payments on the tail end, they go back to Kurt. So he's going to make $4,000 up front, plus another $45,000 on the tail end. And guess what? He doesn't even have any of his own money invested. Now, you might wonder how that's going to happen, but if you have studied my materials, you'll know that I teach you how to do this with a simultaneous close. And check out my Sam and Bill video where I teach you exactly how to do that. It's an awesome way for you to flip a note and you don't even have any of your own cash invested. Okay, so that's exactly what Kurt did on this deal. But it gets better than that, because the truth is he isn't the one who really did this deal. It was his self-directed IRA. Think about that. He used his self-directed IRA. He got this under contract that his IRA would buy the entire note for $46,000. Then he got it under contract that the IRA would sell just the first 100 payments for $50,000. He did a simultaneous close, so he used the institution's money to actually buy the note and pay the seller the $46,000, okay? And he does this simultaneous close, and his IRA collects $4,000 profit on the front end of the deal. Do you see that? And so now he's putting $4,000 into his self-directed IRA. So then the institutional buyer collects the first 100 payments on the note. But once they collect their 100 payments, do you see what happens to the last 80? Those belong to the self-directed IRA. So at that point, the IRA is going to collect the last 80 payments to the tune of $45,000. So Kurt is putting almost $50,000 into his self-directed IRA, and his IRA theoretically doesn't even have any money invested. I say that because if it was outside the IRA, it wouldn't need any money invested. But The IRA says that if you're going to do deals in your self-directed IRA, your IRA must show consideration. And so I have a special clause that I use to put into my note purchase agreements if we're using an IRA. And that clause says that the IRA is going to give Sam Seller $100 as earnest money. Can you put $100 in your self-directed IRA to start it? Shoot, you could probably use 10. I just arbitrarily chose 100, okay? But if you can put $100 into a self-directed IRA and then use that as earnest money, as a down payment on a note, you could be doing a deal just like this in your self-directed IRA, and you could be dumping almost $50,000 into your self-directed IRA with simply $100 earnest money. Isn't that awesome? And the other part of it is, do you see that you're putting $50,000 into your IRA and it's not even a contribution? It's profit from your deal. Isn't that amazing? I mean, think about that. If you find yourself and you're getting up in age and you're thinking, oh my gosh, I really haven't worked on growing my IRA, and how am I going to get money, and how am I going to build this retirement? I can tell you, over the last 30 years, I've done every kind of real estate transaction there is, especially note transactions. And I can tell you without a doubt, this transaction is a fabulous way to be putting large sums of money in your self-directed IRA. I don't know of a better way to do this, okay? And so this allows you to put almost $50,000 into your IRA with only $100 to start with. And that's why I call this an arbitrage. An arbitrage to me is when you put together a deal, and when all is said and done, you walk away with part of the deal and you don't even have your own cash or credit invested in it. Isn't that awesome? Can you imagine if you did one of these a year? How would that affect your IRA? And let me tell you, you can do more than one a year. When I started out, I actually bought a second mortgage. It was a little $7,000 second mortgage that I bought for $3,500. And I worked and I got an early payoff on that. And then when I got the $7,000 back, then I bought a $12,000 note. I got a payoff on that. And then I bought a $20,000 note, and I haven't stopped since. So stick with me. I'm going to show you how you can build your IRA quickly and safely. I hope you enjoyed those strategies, and I hope it was eye-opening for you. The truth of the matter is that most people just don't know the power of notes, and they don't realize that even doing 1 or 2 notes a year can really change their financial future. Right now, I want to share something that I have put together especially for you. If you're interested in learning more about notes, this is a very special offer I have, and this is for my 2018 Note Buyers Academy Media Set. And this is a special introductory offer. It will give you online access to 4 full days of instructions. It includes the video, the audio, the class manual, and 10 essential forms and checklists. You get all of that for only $997. This is a great way to introduce yourself to notes, and it really contains everything you need to start doing notes right away. That's why I put that together for you. I also, though, am going to offer you something else. I want to tell you very quickly, I've got my upcoming live event. It's September 19th through the 22nd, and it is 4 days of live teaching with me. And I cover everything having to do with notes, how to buy and sell them, how to create them, how to trade them, everything. And we're going to cover non-performing as well as the performing notes. This is an experience. It's unlike any other, quote, boot camp that you've ever seen, and I call it my Note Buyers Academy. It's held at the Cincinnati Riverfront at the Radisson Hotel, which is actually in Covington. That's the round building with the revolving restaurant at the top. And we have 4 full days of teaching and learning and networking. I provide all the food. We go up onto the 16th or 18th floor, and you can see in the pictures, it's a great opportunity for you to get to know one another. I will tell you, lifetime friends and business associates are met at this time. And then on Saturday night, I take you out on a riverboat cruise. You can see a picture of us out on one of the B&B riverboats. It is an awesome time, and if you are serious about really wanting to learn notes, you don't want to miss this, because I promise after 4 full days of basically eating, drinking, and sleeping, note buying, I promise you Monday morning you're going to feel like a pro, and you will be so enlightened to how doing even just 1 or 2 note deals a year can change your financial future. And you don't need your own cash or credit to get started. Don't forget. So here's my special offer. If you purchase the 2018 Academy set for only $9.97, I will give you 30 days to upgrade and include the 4-day Academy for only $997 additional. Now this Academy goes for $2,497. That's the retail price. So I'm giving this to you for only $997 plus $600 for your spouse. And really that $600 is to cover the food cost and the cruise, okay? So this way, you can start out with the media set for only $997, and if that rings true to you and you see the power of notes, then you can sign up for the Academy at unbelievable savings, okay? So to recap, you can get the media set for only $997. You can upgrade. You have 30 days to upgrade to the live event, which is September 19th through the 22nd on the Cincinnati riverfront. It's only $997 plus $600 for your partner. It includes all your meals and a dinner cruise, and that is good. That offer is good for 30 days from the date that you purchase the media set. That means you're going to get both of them for only $1,994 total. That is a complete steal. But wait, there is more. If you already know that you want to come to both, I'll give you an extra $200 off, and you can sign up for both of them now for only $1,794. You won't find a deal like that anyplace, because I promise you, this is the most comprehensive, thorough note buying training that you will find anywhere. And I will guarantee, if by the second day you stay for 2 full days at the Academy, if you aren't 100% convinced that you've got more than your money worth, I will give you back your money for the Academy. That's how convinced I am that you will absolutely love it. I hope to see you at the Academy.